Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My throat is kind of sore. I saw Disclosure Day recently and I thought it was good. Disclosure Day is film number 37 from Steven Spielberg, who needs no introduction really. It's also like his fourth or fifth movie about aliens. Spielberg, I think, is a very consistent director. Usually when I go into one of his films, I'm expecting to have a good time, save for some really extreme exceptions. The Rotten Tomatoes scores are positive, but not outstanding. The average on IMDb is a 6.8 out of 10 out of like 43,000 reviews, or ratings rather. But a lot of the popular reviews are pretty negative. The average on Letterboxd is even worse. It's at a 3.2 out of 5. This time though, a lot of the popular reviews that aren't just like joke reviews are pretty positive. And when you compare that to Spielberg's other recent projects, this one, the reception is not too warm. Now, this doesn't have much to do with the movie itself. Like, I don't really pay attention to these scores. If I like the movie, I like the movie. I'm just trying to illustrate that Spielberg doesn't really tend to make these kinds of movies that have this kind of reception. Another point to add is that just because a movie is divisive doesn't mean it's hated. Those are two different things. And it doesn't mean it's not worth giving it a try. Like, just because some people don't like a movie doesn't mean that you will also not like it. Who knows, maybe you'll be surprised. The first thing to note about the film is that it's not really an alien movie. It's kind of misleading marketing to some extent. It's more of a conspiracy thriller, government secrets sort of film, but I like a good conspiracy thriller film. The movie starts off very weirdly though. It doesn't even really start. It just kind of puts you into the story with no fanfare or anything like that. It feels like there could have been like maybe one or two scenes before the start of the movie and they just forgot. Once the movie got going though, I felt like it was pretty easy to follow, and I like how all the information was presented in the film. The movie is mainly about Josh O'Connor being like a whistleblower about aliens, and he's being hunted down the whole movie. I thought the movie had some pretty creative sequences, and I like how the action scenes don't have music. It makes them feel more tense. And speaking of the music is done by John Williams once again, and it's really, really good. I really enjoyed it a lot. It makes the emotional scenes hit that much harder. I liked Josh O'Connor in the movie. I liked Colin Firth. I liked Coleman Domingo. But I really loved Emily Blunt in the movie. I thought this is one of her best performances in a long time, for sure. I thought the tone of the movie was interesting as well. It didn't really feel like a 2026 movie. It felt more like a classic Hollywood type of movie, or rather a classic new Hollywood type of movie, with the dialogue and the way the camera moves and the general sense of hope. In particular, there's this one tracking shot where we follow Josh O'Connor as he's sneaking around, and we end with him getting into a car, and I thought that was a really cool shot. This movie definitely has its warts though. I thought the character of Jane was severely underdeveloped, and it felt like the movie kind of forgot about her after a while. I also felt like the design of the aliens at the end was basic. That's not really a wart necessarily, it's just a missed opportunity. And this isn't something that I was bugged by really, but this movie does have a lot of moments where if I didn't like the movie, then I would say like, oh, this doesn't make any sense, or oh, that's a plot hole, or oh, that's stupid. But I don't really complain about plot holes in movies in general, like things like a stupid Reddit, IMDb film critic type of criticism, like, oh, why don't the characters act the way that I would in real life? Well, it's not real life. But yeah, the movie has a lot of stuff that you either accept it at face value or you try to find holes in all the logic. But I enjoyed it. I accepted it. I just enjoyed the optimistic feeling that the movie had, especially at the end. I thought the ending was very touching. I thought it was very moving. I like that Spielberg wanted to end on a note where in this world, in this movie, people are open-minded and they're not afraid of what they don't understand. And to some, that might be a turnoff, but it's not for me. To some extent, this movie is one of those movies where it's like the things that people like about it are what people hate about it, and vice versa. But I still think it's absolutely worth a shot. I thought the music was good. I thought the directing was good. I thought the acting was good. Absolutely had some issues, but I was really captivated by the heartwarming nature of it all. And that's what I love about Spielberg. He wears his heart on his sleeve, and you can definitely see it in this movie all throughout. I would definitely give this movie like a, like a 7 out of 10 for sure. That's gonna do it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you want to see more. Follow me on Letterboxd if you want to be up to date on what I'm watching. Follow me on Twitter if you want to just see random stuff. I don't really post that much, but every now and again I will. If you want to see whatever I'm posting, sure, go ahead, I guess. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.